Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sport. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome, everyone. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade. And today is such a special day because I have a special guest too, and his name is Matthew Frechette. He is the owner and founder of the Chief Solutions Officer at Liberty Payroll Solution. So let's welcome Matthew. Matthew, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
So how's everything going on for you, Matthew?
Things have been going well. It's been 2023 was an interesting year. 2024 has not stopped. I've made a couple trips to Florida. I'm building out an East Coast team, and I just recently was in Santa Clarita, so building out some stuff out there. And this Friday, I'm flying back to Orlando, where I'm going to be hosting 250 business coaches, talking to them about payroll and how we can help them lower their liability so they can get more business. So that's really it's been fun. It's been fun.
Wow, you're pretty busy. So let's take back everyone in the beginning, okay? Because I know you and I met through the nonprofit organization, and this was way back in 2008. Am I right?
Yes. It's been a minute. So
yes, and I remember. Yeah, go ahead.
Inland Valley Business Expo.
No, it's the Inland Valley Business and Community Foundation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a long time, but I wanted to let everyone know that when you and I met, you did such an amazing, connection for me. You were the one that connected me to Chaparral High School to do our next Business Expo event. And that was such a great step that we have taken because we brought over 100 companies in that expo. And I was very grateful for your connection and for what you did for the nonprofit. And I'm so thankful for you.
Well, thank you so much. It was a little part of a bigger mission where you helped really spearhead that through. And, we made a lot of benefits, not just for the business community, but for the, community itself. I really think even today that area is, together.
Yes. Well, Matt, here's one thing I wanted to ask you. I know you're with the payroll service, but take us back into the beginning of your journey. How did it all start for you with, being in this business?
So I was in insurance. So I had started working insurance part-time, life insurance, one of the hardest things to sell, I believe. And I started that part-time, basically creating this network of connections with good people like yourself. And that's how it all started. And what I found out that life insurance is very difficult to sell. And even though I was okay at it, it wasn't my passion. My passion was to help small businesses. And so I switched into commercial insurance. Commercial insurance, I don't want to have, do anything with the personal car, but with the liability on the business and the employees, that's where I got really excited. Loved it, started building a big book of business throughout California where I was licensed until I kept hearing, oh, my payroll company does it. And that's where I was reintroduced to a company called Paychex.
Okay.
Paychex was a friend of mine that worked there, and he said, hey, Matt, you should come to payroll. And I said, I don't want to work for anybody. And he was very convincing, and I needed some money. So I had a small family at the time, 2 daughters, and it would be nice to have somebody else helping to pay for the health insurance besides just myself. And that's what we did. I went into Paychex, and quickly became one of the top people there, trained the rookie of the year for 2012, who went on to some really amazing things. But I realized I was a bad employee. I didn't like the Friday meetings. I hated the Monday meetings where, you got in and they told you things that maybe necessarily don't work, but that's what corporate wanted to produce. So within a year, I decided to go out on my own, became independent. And this was 2013 January.
Okay.
I decided to launch out and really take care of the clients the way I needed to. And so it's been a challenge. Had partner issues early on, made a million mistakes plus one. We brought in the wrong people. Every mistake I feel like I decided to make, I did. And I didn't know we were going to survive, but we did. 2020 came around, and a lot of my clients were starting to go out of business, and we were able to help them through different programs of the ERTC and social media, as you know, like things that you have done in the past and in the recent future. Social media came, I believe, at the right time, and we were able to start building what we used to build in 2008, which is community.
Okay.
And really, community became that. I went from Matt, the payroll guy, to now, Call Liberty Pay, and that's where we started bringing partners together to help our clients get to that next level. And in the last 3 years since COVID, it's been a whirlwind. I have a really great team behind me, and then I have a series of business partners like yourself who can take whatever aspect of the business and launch it to the new level. So that's where we're at now. 2024, I think, is going to be a crazy year. You're a blue fan, a red fan, or you don't like to, wave a flag at all. It's going to be a crazy year, but if you do yourself right with the right people, I think you're going to be good.
Wow, that's quite of a journey for you, Matt. And you really took the chance to do what you think is best for you, because you know who you are and you know what your capabilities, and you made that leap and try and figure out exactly what you need to do to make it right. And you've gone through so many challenges, but you overcame those challenges, which is awesome. And so it is where you are now because of all the things that you have taken. And I think for a lot of people, they're afraid to take that next step because, they're just worried about what's going to happen. But you did it. That is amazing. So I wanted to also ask you, I see that you have this philosophy, and I was reading it, and you say action kills fear. So, and this is like your personal quote here. So explain to us what you mean by action kills fear.
Well, we all know that if you show up, that's half the battle. I've heard you from stage talking about getting out of your comfort zone and just showing up. I mean, the fact that all of the things that you have accomplished in a very short period of time, plus being a mom of an awesome athlete, and doing all these things, women in business, I think you've created a movement in your community as well. But besides showing up, you should have some knowledge, and you should also continue to educate yourself. But I really believe this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, having on a Zoom meeting, podcast. It's not something that I do very well at, but I would rather connect personally. So I decided when you had asked me, I would come out and I would make it happen. And so I'm a little nervous, but if you take action, I truly believe it still doesn't mean you're not scared, but it makes it a little bit easier to accomplish. And then the next time I should be even better. So
you don't let your fear stop you from doing what you're supposed to be doing, right?
Absolutely. I was, invited and also helped sponsor one of your events a couple of years ago, I think pre-COVID, and I'm not even in the real estate business, but I took the challenge that you had gave myself and some of our colleagues, and I made it happen. And since then, there's been a lot of speaking opportunities that have come up over the years, and I speak weekly at particular events. So I wanted to thank you for challenging me, even though you weren't even realizing you were challenging me. But it's true. I think if you're afraid, just definitely take an action, and even though you're scared, you're gonna, you're gonna overcome it some way, or you're gonna fail.
Yeah. And well, one thing, Matt, that you have done for me is you have invited me to speak at one of the organizations in Riverside County, and it's called the Asian Business. Is that right?
Yeah, the ABAIE, and for everyone that can see me, I have Asian where it counts in my heart.
Okay.
Yeah, and I occasionally, tell people I'm Caucasian. So, sometimes they ask where the Asian is. So, but yeah, so I was very honored. They had allowed me to be a part of that, because it's not just Asian businesses, that we deal with and they deal with. We're in California, where there's a ton of business of all types of individuals. So they had asked me if I knew of a superstar that happened to be Asian, and you were the first name that I really thought of, that for two reasons. One, being a female in an Asian culture, I have learned over the years that not necessarily everyone looks at you as an entrepreneur minded. You're maybe supposed to be something else. And once they had asked me that, I said the perfect person to have a conversation with was you, Marie. And I mean, you not only are a fire connector when you speak. So if anyone hasn't heard her speak on stage, wow, you really make an impact for not just females, but Asian females. So yeah,
thank you.
Excited.
I appreciate that, Matthew. But you did have faith in me to invite me to be a speaker, and that was an incredible event. It was at the Ontario, and you also have the owner of the Ontario Airport. Is that right? Whoever that speaker is, I remember.
He was actually the CEO of the airport.
Okay.
Got to speak, and along with you, actually spoke that same day with a gentleman named J.D. Wang, who him and his Chinese immigrants started a recycle company where they took tires from big rigs and repurposed them into so many different things. And so they're single-handedly, I think they've hired over a few hundred employees over the years in the San Bernardino County. So superstars like you, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm very inspired by the way you have handled that event, and you have brought so many amazing people that I met by being there too. So it was such a great event for me, experience-wise, and you did such a great job, Matt. I mean, to be honest with you, you are one of those business leaders that it's all about action. Sometimes you work behind the scene, but they don't know that you are the power of those networking. So I know I admire you from the beginning, that you helped me with the nonprofit organization. And even now I see everything that you do. But I'm going to go take a commercial break, and we're going to be right back. And for everyone out there, don't go away. We've got Matt Frechette, who is an amazing community leader, and we will hear more from him. So we will be right back.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast to over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-3233 5316, 951 378 5316.
Do you remember the power of dreaming? M. Teresa Lawrence helps us all reconnect with imagination through her renowned Leadership of Play coaching program. Schedule a session with Teresa on Instagram at Your Trueness to ignite creativity and pursue huge dreams once more. Don't let your spark fade. DM Teresa at Your Trueness today and reclaim the magic of dreaming.
Tired of qualifying your leads and not getting the right clients for you? Join the finest women in real estate and learn how to attract the best clients and increase your referral network. Call now at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316 and become one of the finest women in real estate.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show here on KCAA Radio Network. And just so you know, we're here every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. And we have different hosts that are coming in. But today we have our guest, Matthew Frechette, and we had such a great conversation with him in our first segment. So this time I'm going to continue my conversation with Matt. So one thing that I know, because you are an amazing leader in the community of Riverside, and what are the other areas that you cover?
So we're doing a lot down in San Diego County now.
Okay.
That's probably our biggest influence. But I think the other area within a very short period of time will be Florida. Florida is becoming a lot of our clients actually move there. So Florida is becoming another area that we're going to be growing out, typically Orlando in the Tampa, Jacksonville area.
Okay. Well, I want to focus on, making sure that the people really understand how you are in this business, because, I'm looking at your mission and vision, and it says here that your mission as a business owner is simply yet powerful to serve your clients and employees with the highest level of service and support by delivering exceptional services and products. And you empower your clients to thrive while also fostering a nurturing workplace for your talented team. So can you explain to us exactly what it is about your company that is so unique and that people should really be looking for?
We're more than just payroll. The expectation is payroll is everyone gets paid on time. I mean, there's you don't want to get a call that someone didn't get paid on time. So, but it's not just about payroll. I truly believe that we as business owners have a responsibility to change the culture, especially with our people. Our people are the future leaders. Like I hear a lot of people goof on Gen Zs and Gen Millennials and all that stuff. But I really think they have a greater opportunity to excel. I know for sure when I was a kid, I worked at McDonald's, but if I had the internet and all the great tools that we have, I probably wouldn't have been working at McDonald's when I was a kid anyway. But that's really my focus for the rest of the life. I feel like I'm in the dessert of my life. My babies are grown. I now have grandbabies, and
wow,
yeah, thanks. They drive me to a whole different level. But I believe it's our duty as business owners and as leaders in the community to change some of the old rules. I think there's a lot of great rules like work hard, show up on time, all of these things, but I think we can make an impact, and it really starts with the owners. I talk a lot about people, or I don't care who is in, whether it's the Blues or the Reds, I say that a lot. We have to take whatever is going on and we have to adapt. And as leaders, it's our duty to take our team and get them to the next level. You had mentioned that I'm definitely not one that likes to shine. I would rather have my team shine. And that's really what I believe. I think our team is a reflection of us. So that's our duty, is to educate our team to make them better.
How many people do you have in your team right now?
So in the one payroll company, we have 6 full-time employees, and then we have 3 part-time. And then I have another business where we have a bunch of outreach specialists that are going out in the communities and gathering business for us. So combined part-time and full-time, we have a little over 24 employees with both companies. And then I have about 12 partners that are referral partners. And so those are and they change a little bit, but typically we get 12 seasoned people. And we're just going out there and serving. Anytime I meet with a new person, I try to educate them with some of the books that I've read over the years. When I meet, like I do a lot of meetings in person. And if I meet someone who's really impactful, like a waiter or a waitress or some type of server, I have books from gentlemen like Eric Thomas. You may have known him from E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. I love to give books to people because I think knowledge is power, but if you have applied knowledge, that's really where the power is. And so that's what we do. We follow the tax laws. I have a lot of tax professionals that tell me, hey Matt, this is what we need to do. Then we send it out to our clients, and typically we save, our clients anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000 a year by making slight changes and following the tax rules.
Okay, so take us to your process. How does it? What's the process for someone to work with you? What's the first stage, or what's your steps?
So we're real particular now. We don't take on everybody, but the first thing that we do is when I meet an individual, we have a free course that shows them how to build their business. It's through a service that teaches them how to build the sell. And basically what they're able to do is they're able to follow this course and create an asset business instead of, if you're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki,
yes,
a job. Yeah, where we create a job. I created a job for many years until I realized if I wanted to create an asset, then I needed to really build that as an asset. And so that's the first thing. And if they go through these procedures, then we'll take them on as clients.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not the low price leader. If you're looking strictly for price, I tell them exactly where to go. But once they're with us as a client, payroll does become free because of all the things that we give them on top of just payroll. I don't want you as a client and a year later you're out of business because you didn't know how to run a business.
Okay, wow. So you're helping them be very well educated, and then making sure that they understand how to manage their business at the same time. That's a pretty cool system you have, Matt. So basically you are empowering the business owners too at the same time.
For sure.
Empowering and helping them to be more wise about running their business. That is a pretty cool system you've got there.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, when I've gone to events from Fire Up Live in the past, and you bring on a panel of individuals that are actually doing business today in whatever area they particular are, and if people go to events like that, it's a game changer.
Yeah, that is awesome. And the Fire Up Live is really, you were one of them. I brought you in there because I believe in what you do, and you have given them great information when you were one of our panelists. So I believe that that's a good thing for people to be a part of. And just meeting you, Matt, I mean, you are such an incredible person to be connected to. I love being connected to you, and I think that people should really go after you too. I mean, you're so cool. I mean, that's something that people need to know about you. Not only that, you really love what you do, because it says here too that you just find joy in your success. So can you explain that some more to our listeners?
Oh, I tell a lot of people my mantra is have fun, make a difference, and make money. I enjoy making money. I really do. But I gotta have fun doing it. And I gotta feel like it's gonna make a difference. And so that's really what I live my life. Like I said, my kids are grown and they don't call and ask for money, and I really appreciate that from them. And so we're in a different stage of our life, and we get to travel. And I know for sure 10 years from now, if I have more money, I'm generous today, 10 more years from now, I should have even more money. So that means I'm going to be even more generous. And so
That's so
it's,
awesome.
it's what I think God gives us whatever we have, as long as we're faithful with that. When we get more, it's just gonna duplicate it. And that's really what I believe. The
Okay.
more is given, the more you can give. And so
Now, can you give us one story of your personal experience, in your business?
I think one of my favorite stories of all times was one of my employees. And his name was Marcus. And he worked for me for a little over 3 years, and it wasn't his passion. And we continued to talk, and eventually we actually had to fire him. And it was the hardest decision. At the time, my partner was tearing up, and I was very sad as well. That it was just he was just in the wrong position. But over the years, I had encouraged him and gave him books and gave him different knowledge and had asked him to continue his passion. So he was working on his passion, a photographer, even though he was with us. And when we left, I looked at him and said, now's your chance. Take the next few months. You'll be on unemployment. Take the next few months and really try. Just Steve Harvey says, take the lid off the jar and jump. And I didn't hear from him from a year after we let him go. And I was on a flight to Jersey, and I looked, and he was walking towards me, and we were shocked. And I said, what are you doing? He's like, from San Diego to Jersey, he was getting on a plane, and he was going to do one of his first photo shoots outside of the US. I'm sorry, outside of California.
Wow.
And so I was so proud of him, and we reconnected. And so the coolest part, last year, my employee now is one of my clients.
Wow.
And by far, it is the greatest thing. And so I've had others go on to different, higher positions in company. They all say the best job they ever had was ours because it prepped them for anything. But Marcus becoming one of my clients, and then maybe Daisy, who was a junior desktop engineer, who had all of the talent in the world, had all of the degrees, but no one was willing to hire her. She worked for me for a year. And after a year, she went to a huge company that we all know of that I can't really talk about, but they do music. And when they looked at her background and all of the things she had done, they promoted her from a junior to a senior, and she got a $75,000 raise versus what I was paying her, which was, just a little over minimum.
Wow. All right. We're going to continue our conversation, Matt. This is so awesome. So to everyone out there, don't go away. We will be right back. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we'll see you in the next segment.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Do you remember the power of dreaming? M. Teresa Lawrence helps us all reconnect with imagination through her renowned Leadership of Play coaching program. Schedule a session with Teresa on Instagram at Your Trueness to ignite creativity and pursue huge dreams once more. Don't let your spark fade. DM Teresa at Your Trueness today and reclaim the magic of dreaming.
Tired of qualifying your leads and not getting the right clients for you? Join the finest women in real estate and learn how to attract the best clients and increase your referral network. Call now at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316 and become one of the finest women in real estate.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations radio talk show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about. So join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Hey guys, it's Damon, Mr. Foxy, Damon Hart, and I'm here with the Real Men of Real Estate. And I just want to say, hey, come and watch us this Sunday, 1 p.m. live, every Sunday. Okay, we're going to be on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. If you got a minute, just tune in. We can't wait to have you here. I'm going to be there. If you can't make it on there, we're going to be at Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Android app on Building Solid Foundations channel. So tune in. You know what you got to do in the meantime. Keep it foxy.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we are with our special guest, Matthew Frechette, who is with Liberty Payroll Services. And we've had great conversation with him in regards to his business and the people that he has worked with. Great stories, by the way, Matt. That is so awesome. And, you know, it kind of reminds me of one of this experience I've had with one of the banks out there. Because, again, it's not just about, you know, it's any business out there. And you have to leave a good experience or memory about it. And I want to share this with you. I was with this bank for many, many years. And you know, there are times in our life that you were at your lowest point and you have to, like, you know, kind of rely on the people that you were with for many years, right? Well, apparently this bank kind of, like, you know, figured out that because, you know, I'm at my lowest point, that, you know, they pretty much, you know, disregarded me. And you know what? It really hurt me, but I remember that. And so when I got back on my feet and everything was fine, I actually got rid of them because I will never, ever refer them because of how they treated me during the time that I was at my lowest point. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because I was with them for many years. And the fact that, you know, they didn't account for that. And because it was so hard for me at that time, and they treated me so bad. And so now I look at companies that way, to where, how do you treat people when, you know, it's not the right time for them or they're not having a hardship? How do you treat them? So tell me, I mean, with what you did to your employee, you didn't give up on him, and you kind of gave him the way to, you know, to get better, right, in what he's doing.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. You know, Jim Rohn used to say, stop trying to make someone who is a 2, maybe in business, into a 10. And for years, I would always try to, you know, help people become bigger or better than they are. And then I would get frustrated when I would stop coaching them or showing them things, and they would just go back to the thing. And so I believe that you should treat people with the utmost respect in all areas, because you never know. And to this day, like, as I'm training new market outreach specialists, is what we call them now, I tell everyone, assume everyone is the owner, or assume everyone is a rock star, because you never know. Like, that little thing that you could do for them may change their day. And so I'm all about whoever I meet. You never know. From the janitor to the CEO, I don't treat the CEO any different than the janitor, and vice versa. And so you come to find out that stuff comes back tenfold years later. You never know the kind word that you gave. And so my son-in-law actually said I was nice to him in high school when my daughter was going to school there. And I had no recollection of him, but his mom remembered that I was kind to his son. And so you never know who you're going to eventually end up maybe even become a family members on. So super important how you treat people.
Yeah, and I think that no matter what the structure of the business, it's still people behind of everything, right? and
For
people
sure.
can make some good decisions in regards to, their clients if they are going through some tough times, and how they, guide them, and, not make them feel like, nobody is on their side. So, I mean, sometimes when I remember that situation, it really breaks my heart because, and I still remember them. I swear, it was like, I couldn't believe that that's how they treated me after all those years that I've been loyal to them. And so now I look at companies like that to where, how do you treat people? How do you treat people, especially when they're not at the right, place in their life? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We all make mistakes, and it's how we respond to those situations, I think, are valuable, because they would love to have your business now.
Yeah, I'm sure. Never.
Never
I've got
again.
some amazing banks now that I'm connected to. I tell you, they have treated me so well. And, I feel like, anytime that I need them, they accommodate me. So I always look for good customer service. And that's what you do, Matt. You provide good customer service. And every time I reach out to you, you always smile, you're always happy, and you're always open to ideas and to, things that, that is being presented to you. You never just like, being so negative about it. You're always positive. And that's one quality that I know about you, Matt. And it helps your clients to be more, optimistic about running their business when they're working with someone like you, because you're giving them a lot of empowerment. You're giving them positive, vibes, and it helps when you're running a very tough business out there.
It ain't easy.
Yeah.
You know it more than anybody. The industries that you are a part of, whew, those are some difficult industries. So,
Yes,
but
I mean, you're talking about, dealing with real estate, development projects, very tough, you're dealing with all types of people. And even with the business entrepreneurs, you're talking about how do you help them get out of, their challenges? How do you help them with their branding? And, you are being in the payroll, but you're also helping them on other areas of their business, which is surprising. Not everybody would do that in terms of what you do, because your business is about payroll services, but you're focused
100%.
on, you're almost like a coach and or a mentor too. Am I right?
Yeah. It's definitely, technology has made it easier. I don't have to go and be the one-on-one like I used to. That's when I usually pass them on to some of my referral partners if they want a more of a deep dive. But it's true. We have to educate them. I mean, you've been in a business a long time. I've been in business a long time. It's ever changing, and if we don't adapt and pick up the new tools today, we'll be looking back 6 months later like, what happened?
Yeah, it's like they're gone, right?
It's gone.
You don't know what happened to them, and they
Yeah.
disappear. I mean, what happened when we had the 2020 COVID? I mean, people have to pivot. If they don't, they're gone.
Yeah, the proudest thing, all of my restaurants stayed in business. And the silly thing I did with all of them was I gave them a 30-day challenge. And I challenged them every day to post one video. And if they lost, they were going to have to, at the time, donate to the nonprofit of my choice. But if
That's
I
so cool.
won, but if I won, then I was able to donate that money to them directly. And all of them took the challenge, and they all stayed in business. And knock on wood, all of my restaurants that I had during the COVID, with the exception of one who sold, luckily, they're all still in business today, and they still only make a couple of videos a day, but their following kept them alive long enough to make it through COVID.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, it's fun. And it helped me because I, to this day, don't make videos unless I challenge people. So
That is so good. Well, Matt, I think that story itself is such a great, credibility that you have as a business owner to be able to help survive those restaurants during the COVID time, because I know many restaurants died during the COVID time, and the fact that you were able to help them, that is incredible. So now, Matt, tell me, what type of companies do you work with? Do they have to have employees? What is the situation?
So I personally love, and I get really involved with businesses with under 26 employees. After that, the team basically handles all those for us. I don't really get involved. So we have clients that have more than 26 employees. There's a lot of HR, and there's a little bit more of people in the way from the owners. So I don't enjoy them. Myself, I love 10 and under, just because business owners are listening a little bit more at that range. So if you have one employee all the way to 25, those are really where I can, in my mind, make the biggest impact. And I have a small team that works with me just to make that happen. There's about 4 of us that we go around depending on where they're at, either online, in person, and our goal is to get them into a business where whether they stay on and give it to one of their family members in the future or sell it for 3-4x, that's our goal. We want to, basically. And now with a new system that I just got involved in, and now I'm a part of a community, we're teaching businesses how to buy their business through their solo 401k. And if they ever sell it, it's 100% tax free.
Oh my God, I need to get you to be doing some speaking for me.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I give all credit to the community that I got involved in. They're amazing, but that's this is the rules that you and I were never told of, and so that's the newest adventure. I spend once a month in an 8-hour course just learning about these things, and it's a lot. But it's
I would love to schedule you to do a presentation at my Fire Up Connect.
Sure.
That would be awesome.
So
okay, so how many clients do you guys have now?
So we have on the payroll side a little over 800.
Okay.
And then on the it's just beginning stages of C-suite. We have about 22, maybe 23, but right now it's 22. And again, that's a whole different level of stuff. Those are my favorite clients.
Okay. And you need more clients, Matt?
I got a good friend named Joe. He says we're looking for small businesses, but you said it earlier, they got to be cool. We want cool people. We don't want the negative Nancys or the annoying Nates. We just want cool people that are willing to be coachable. People that are a part of your organization would be a great fit. They really want to give back to what they do. And so if you're cool and you're in business, please reach out.
There you go. Okay, we're going to go take another commercial break. And this is so awesome, Matt. Everyone out there, don't go away. There's more to come from Matt. And we will be right back here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental property, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Hey guys, it's Damon, Mr. Foxy, Damon Hart, and I'm here with the real men of real estate. And I just want to say, hey, come and watch us this Sunday, 1 p.m. live, every Sunday. Okay, we're gonna be on KCAA Radio, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM. If you got a minute, just tune in. We can't wait to have you here. I'm gonna be there. If you can't make it on there, we're gonna be on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, or Android app on Building Solid Foundations channel. So tune in. You know what you gotta do in the meantime. Keep it foxy.
Welcome back here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and this is our last segment with Matt Frechette, who is with My Liberty Pay Services. So, Matt, that was such a great information in regards to how you run your business and, you know, how many clients you have. That is a remarkable success you have there. That's a lot of clients, and you still can have more clients to take care of. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's all the team. The team does a great job. You know, the East Coast team does an amazing job. So yeah, I'm lucky.
Well, we're lucky to have you in our community too, because you live in the Riverside County, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just recently moved out to San Diego. So.
Oh, you are now in San Diego?
Yeah, completely. Yeah.
So
it's hard to go back.
I gotta get you to my meetings now, if that's the case. Okay,
sure.
So where are you in San Diego, if you don't mind me asking?
Oceanside area.
Oceanside. Okay, so you're in the North County, San Diego.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So tell me, what would be the best thing you can share to our audience right now? Anything that you can share. Take your time and give them your best advice or whatever you have.
So my best advice is you need to go out there and stop asking your accountant, and I'm sure all the accountants will appreciate this. How do I save money on my taxes? What I really encourage you guys to start doing is to ask your accountant how you can create your business into an asset, not just a business. And if that person doesn't necessarily believe that a business should be that, then you may want to look for a new accountant or ask the accountant to do a little bit more research, or maybe have the accountant call me and I would guide them through, he or she, how to change the way they do their taxes. And there's a lot of tax benefits out there for small business owners that I don't think we capture. And there's a lot of crazy talk on TikToks of the world and Instagram and all that stuff. But why I like that, at least it makes people question what they've been doing for all these years. The elites of the world, they play an entirely different game than us. And so that is by far the greatest thing. Know what to do, and not even know what to do, know how to ask the question other than, how do I save money on my taxes? How can I take my business and how can I turn it from a business into an asset? Because an asset puts money in your pocket.
Okay. And do you connect them also to some other professionals, especially for tax, I'm sure?
Yeah, so I have a few that are taking. I do work a lot with the current tax person. Some people love to talk to their tax person, unless the tax person is uncoachable. And when I say uncoachable, they may not know what I'm talking about at first, but as long as they're willing to go out and learn that, then that's someone who's coachable. But yeah, to answer your question, I can refer people to some amazing accountants. I got them all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast. So wherever state you're in, whatever county you're in California, we got some really great ones. But 9 out of 10 times we show them the tax code to their accountant, and then the accountant's able to implement it.
Okay. Well, Matt, what is the best way to get a hold of you? Because I'm sure people are, wanting to connect with you and learn more from you.
Great. Well, there's 2 ways. So for the ones that still pick up the phone and call, you can actually call me direct on my line at area code 951-314-0686. That's 951-314-0686. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, if you can, and what's the website?
The website is going to be mylibertypay.com. So mylibertypay.com.
Awesome.
Just go in there. There's a couple free ebooks you guys can read as well that I personally enjoy. Owner's Metric is probably one of the biggest ones I would recommend reading. Yeah, okay. And that's about it.
All right. And can you repeat the phone number for the last time, just in case people didn't get it?
Yes, the last time. 951-314-0686.
All right. There you go, everyone. Don't forget to connect with Matthew Frechette. He is an incredible connection of mine, and we are so grateful that we have him here today. And just so you know, the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio show is here every Sunday at 3:00 p.m. And I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. And our next episode, I believe, is going to be, it will be Ava Manuel from the LA Tribune. She is the editor-in-chief. And also we have M. Teresa Lawrence on the next weekend. And she is tackling the foundation of business. And she's got wonderful guests in her show. Same thing with Ava Manuel and Cornelius. Cornelius Bryant is also one of our hosts, and he brings a lot of information on etiquette, food, and there's even like the Valentine's Day. I think that's what he's covering too for this for next month.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Or he already did it, and but we will hopefully you guys can subscribe on Building Solid Foundations channel. It will be in Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in here in our Fabulous Lifestyle Radio show. And Matt, as always, thank you so much for being so generous and being so, accommodating us here in the Fabulous Lifestyle. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for your time, Maria. I really appreciate it. Encourage everyone to check out fireuplive.com.
Thank you. Okay, so don't go away. See you next week. And I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
We can't be everything to everyone, or can we? The station that leaves no listener